Hello all, welcome back to Riviera RC, and I'm kind of back with a channel update and some of the projects. I thought I'd come back. A lot of you have been emailing me and messaging me and asking if all is okay. I had gin, so it's slightly better. Back to normal, yes. So I'm going to put that out of the way before I destroy it. I'm going to go through some of the projects which some of you know about, some of you don't, and we'll just go through bit by bit of what I hope to be kickstarting and getting back into it. Now, the kickstarting thing comes from a couple of channels, and also a huge thank you to Andy and Dave for sort of being there for me over the last few weeks. And we have been out last week and it was brilliant. It was literally just peaceful. If you go back and have a look at one of the last short I did, we were out and about. I was with the U-Tron, and Dave and Andy had their two trucks, and we just chilled for 2.5, 3 hours in a local woodland as the sun was setting. It was lovely, absolutely brilliant. So those two, thank you very much. But there are other sort of instigators. So we'll get on to the first one, shall we? The Scania. I know there are a lot of you within the truck world that are wanting me to get on and pull my finger out my arse and actually get this finished. It will be being done now, or the paint will be being done now. I want to try and get all of the bits painted in the next few weeks, because at the moment it is fairly nice weather at the moment. So this all needs to be sanded down and have at least another coat on all of the white bits and the red bits. And this has to go. Duncan at Twisted RC, thank you, mate. I saw him at the Devon Truck Show. I could have stayed there for ages watching them, but I was getting too many ideas and my bank balance was just disappearing as I was staying there for too long. And another one is Our RC. He's got the 8x44 as well, and he's just romped past me with his build. But it's great to watch what I've got to look forward to, if you know what I mean. So thank you to RRC. He probably doesn't, there's nothing there from him. He's just doing his builds. But me looking at it is like, well, come on, Glenn, you need to sort yourself out. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So the Scania bits and pieces need to be sorted. Right. Another thing that Andy and I and Dave, ages ago, which I don't even think I've put any footage up, we have one each of these UDI RCs, and these things are absolutely mental. But as you can see, I'm not in the stance scene. I am absolutely broken. So yeah, the bottom arm there is screwed. So I have got some new ones, so these will be fixed, and then all three of us can get out with that. Now these are as rapid as hell for what they are. They're absolutely brilliant. I'm just trying not to lose that dog bone for a minute. I don't know why it's not going back in the hole. There you go. So I've finally bought the lower arms for that one. So that will be done. Right. I'm going to leave this one for last. Just because. Right. The U-Tron. Somebody on the Facebook, I put it on the U-Tron, no, the Element, one of the Element groups, and I put pictures up of this, and they wanted to know how I put the rack on and what it was. I've already done all the videos for that. Since then, I've swapped phones. I found the old phone. There's no footage on it. I've gone through the hard drives and the computer that I use for editing. I cannot find the footage of me doing all this. But somebody did want to know how it goes, and they have subscribed, and I am ever so sorry. I haven't gone back onto Facebook to look for your name or the subscription list, but it will come. I will take the body off, I will unscrew it all, and I will go back through it all for you. But it is going to take a little bit longer. I do need some new lights as well, so I'll do them at the same time. But I will get on to, it's a TRX4 Sport Expedition rack. Bits and pieces down here need cutting, and then you can just bolt it through from inside. But I will do a more in-depth video on the U-Tron. Now, one of the reasons I came off of YouTube for a little while, and other bits and pieces, I needed a big life decluttering, which included a garage that I've been renting for storage for a vehicle that's never going to see the light of day again, and also a lot of other crap surrounding it. All of that crap has gone, and again, Andy, thank you. He helped me free off the brakes so that we could roll it out, because the garage, it's been that long since I've been in there that the garage door had collapsed. So it needed a new garage door, which I needed to move the vehicle back. So when we got it rolling, we rolled it out completely. Now, you've seen all the logos for Riviera RC. A great mate, Jake. I've known him for years and years. And back in the day, we used to do the Tamiya Euro Cup. Now, he did the Formula One stuff, and he also did, with me, the front-wheel drive FF01 series. Now, you will know that I have got something coming up with the Renault Clio as a replica of what I built, or what Jake did body-wise. Now, Jake has found himself an FF01 Clio, but unfortunately, the only broken part on it is the front bulkhead. Now, when I'm tidying out a garage that I've not been into for, I don't want to count up the years, because then you can count up the months of how much you've been paying per month to rent the garage to store a car which isn't worth as much as if you total it all up. Yeah. Pulled the car out, cleared all the rest of the crap out, went to brush up all the shit that was on the floor, and in amongst all the shit, I looked down and I thought, can't be. In amongst all the dirt was an FF01 shock mount bulkhead. Rocking horse poo. This is yours, Jake, for the stuff that you've done for me with the logos and being there as a mate. This is yours. I did put it up against the Renault Clio and the FF01. How the hell this is the only part that was left on the floor intact? If the tyres of my car had been another 6 inches over, that would have been squashed. So that is Jake's. I think he'll be happy with that, because that then he can clean this up, and that will be his FF01 Renault Clio, absolutely spot on. And out of everything that's going on, I'm really happy that I found that, because he's finding it really difficult just to find this part. He doesn't want to do a 3D print one, and this one is original from the day. Brilliant. Right, so that's the U-Tron done, that's the bulkhead done. Porsche 959. Those of you that will know from back along, I have this Porsche 959 on the MF-01X chassis. Not to be confused with the Project 959 that is getting ever closer. This was my idea, and I just went down this route, and I keep threatening to tell people how I mount bodies with magnets. Loads of magnets. I've got some shoe goo here. I will be doing a video of how I mount the bodywork with the magnets, and I'll go through which magnets I go through, because if you go for the ones that are RC ones that you pin through the original body posts, you can couldn't even pull a skill for rice pudding with them things. So that is what I'm going to do with this. And obviously, when Project 959 turns up, which if any of you are following the videos from that, if you're getting them because you've ordered one, Rob is just going above and beyond the above and beyond. Just love it, absolutely love it. But this one I will be using. Don't know about the other one yet. I may get another body and then buy some wheels and tyres off of Rob if he's got them and put another body. So I've got both numbers. We shall see. So that's the 959 from way back. We also have the FJ, which I'm supposed to be going out with this week. And we had ideas of getting them all lit up, extra lighting, and I wanted to put the stripes on them. It is Monday night as we speak. This video will hopefully be going out tonight, but I don't know how far I'll get with it. Thursday night, me, Dave and Andy, just because we've all got various things going on in our lives at the moment, we're just going to have a little trail. Dave's got his FJ, which is modified. This is standard. And Andy's got his Willie G. Is it Rock Hobby? Rock Hobby Willie's G. So all three of us are going to go out and we're going to go back to our special place. And yeah, it's going to be a good night. If I can get extra lights and stuff in this, then I will. But I'm not going to say that I definitely will. Right, this thing. This, if you remember rightly, is my DT02 Sand Viper with the Revive RC. I'm going to say the Astute body, but I don't think it was. I think it was something else. I think it was the Avanti looking body, which I did the Astute decals to. And I've used it once in the dirt and I loved it. I love the look of the body. I love the handling. It is brilliant. I stuck it back on the shelf, and as you can see, it's still very dirty. So what are my plans with that one? Well, my plans were absolutely nothing until I opened up YouTube this morning, or yesterday I think it was, to try to just catch up on a few channels, and there was a video on CW01 Creations. And now I know there are various challenges in the RC world. Obviously, Poor Boys does his amazing anything goes speed challenge, which, depending on my financial situation this year, I'm probably going to try. And after seeing the CW01 Creations and going in and just typing that in and searching, I found out that a few others are doing CW01's Creations latest challenge that they've come up with, but there's also Mark Bryan. Now, Mark Bryan and Poor Boys RC, there was something to do with, forgive me, I'm not 100% up on it, but there was Kyosho Fazer and TT02 slalom involved somewhere, which I think was Poor Boys. Forgive me, Mark, if it wasn't. And then Mark Bryan has now put out a challenge for a TT02 slalom, I think. And looking at somebody else's video, cones are set so much, I think 3 meters apart. There's so many of them, and then you do full slalom and see how quickly you can get down and back. Quite good. I've got a TT02B, but I haven't actually got a bearing in mind how many there are out there, I haven't actually got a TT02. So I need to rectify that at some point, but I won't be taking part in that challenge. That is where this beastie comes in. Because, excuse me, and I forget, I think his name's Pete. I really must get back to it. At CW01 Creations has come up with the DT02 Speed Challenge, which, off the top of my head, because obviously, as I keep looking over there at my notes, I haven't written the notes down with the specs. But if you go to, and I am tagging in this, if you go to his latest video, he does have the specs. As far as I'm aware, you can have 17, 19, or 22 pinion, the standard kit spur. You can use NIMS or LiPos, and pretty much anything else goes. But don't quote me on that, but I think that's roughly. So you can put whatever motor you want in it, but only a choice of 3 pinions, and it has to be the standard spur. No 3D printed stuff or anything like that to give you thousands of teeth or anything. But I think wheels and tyres, body, motor, ESC can be whatever you like. Shocks, you can have oil shocks or you can have non-oil shocks. So I'm going to give it a go. Yeah. What do you think? Right, I'm going to pack this away and edit this video. And I shall leave you to it. I'll speak to you later. Cheers for now. Bye-bye. See, things don't normally go to plan, do they? Apologies for the abrupt ending. My wife was peering at me through the glass door because she wanted to fill up her gin. She crept down the stairs and was looking at me, which is why I did a quick abrupt ending. Anyway, so yes, I have stuff on order. I am hoping to take part in this challenge. So I have got a lot of projects on the go, but I do need to start finishing projects before I start building others. He says, starting a new project, but the magnets need doing, the UDI RC needs repairing, the Scania needs a massive kick up the arse. But yeah, so I am kind of back into it. I do need a few weeks or a couple of weeks to sort out the model room, etc. But in the meantime, I can come down here. I think this one, apart from the speed challenge, this one needs lighting. And I've still got those Wild Creek decals to go on. So I may end up putting them on as well, which would make another video. That was just popped into my head then. But anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. I am going to get back to drinking my gin and now editing this video. So I do apologise for the abrupt ending and then restarting it. Hope everybody is well. And yeah, oh, another one is Fast Freddy RC. He is doing a giveaway. And if you've got this far through the video, well done you. Fast Freddy RC is doing a giveaway of the BT01, but he's doing it in the Fast and Furious livery. But I think he's then giving away a standard kit. But the way that he's doing the giveaway is quite clever. So you'll have to go back and have a look at his videos to be able to look at that giveaway. And then you do have to watch, which is another good thing, another good way of doing it. He's making you watch a full series of his build videos. Now, if you haven't seen his build videos, he goes in step by step. So if anybody is looking to build something from scratch, have a look at Fast Freddy RC. He just goes in and he is very good at explaining every single thing. Go have a look. Go have a look at his channel. In fact, I'll tag our RC for the Scania. I'll tag Mark Bryan for the TT02 slaloms. I'll tag CW01 Creations as well. Yeah, I think that'll do. Right. I'm going to leave you to it. I've got a lot on my plate, haven't I? I better pull my finger around my backside and get going. Yeah. you don't even want to know the state of the house, which is another reason why we haven't been doing anything. So hopefully that's going to be sorted in the next couple of days. Right, I'm off. I'm going to edit and then I'm going to go to bed. Speak to you all later, guys. Great to speak to you all. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.